A fog hangs heavy over the quiet beach. The world is grey and still. A dog runs ahead, sniffing the damp sand. Its owner follows, lost in thought. The dog stops. It paws at something dark. The owner walks closer. He looks down. He sees a shoe, a single running shoe, lodged in the seaweed. He bends down to pick it up. It feels heavy. Inside the shoe is a foot, a human foot, pale and cold. It has been neatly severed from a body. There is no body nearby, no blood on the sand, no sign of a struggle. Just a cold, dead foot, waiting in the silence of the morning. This is the story of many feet. They did not all arrive on the same day. They washed up on beaches one by one, always inside shoes, strangely clean, as if the ocean had washed them. The world would come to know this story as the floating feet mystery, only the beginning of a long and chilling tale. Just 6 days later, the sea offered another piece of the puzzle. On August 26, 2007, another foot was found on Gabriola Island. A couple saw a white running shoe, a man's right foot, size 12, decomposing, but the shoe had protected it. The scene was the same: a lonely beach, a single shoe, a human foot inside. Too close in time and place to be coincidence. A quiet dread settled over the coast. Investigators now had 2 right feet, both men's, both in popular running shoes. They hoped for a match between feet or to the missing, but answers would not come quickly. The early days were a grim routine: search, bag, test, and wait. For families of the missing, every foot was a question. Is that ours? The mystery had begun, and the shore gave up strange parts. The year 2008 brought no relief. On February 8th, another foot washed ashore on Valdez Island. A right foot inside a size 11 running shoe. Right feet in running shoes washing up along the Salish Sea. Alarm grew louder. The story spread. National, international. Then the pattern shifted. On May 22nd, a left foot was found, discovered on Kirkland Island. A woman's foot inside a size 7 sneaker. This changed everything. Weeks later, a man's right foot on Westham Island, this time in a boot. Police and coroners briefed the public, while behind the scenes they wrestled with chaos. Currents could carry anything for hundreds of miles. Mapping a source was nearly impossible. 5 feet in less than a year. All in the same region, all encased in footwear. The shoes themselves became evidence. As the number of feet grew, so did the public's imagination. Perfect for the age of the internet, gruesome, mysterious, unsolved. Forums filled with detectives, theories multiplied, maps spread, arguments burned. Some whispered serial killer, others imagined a clever monster. Fear seeped into quiet towns. The media amplified it, dramatic reenactments, lurid words, and a name: the Salish Sea Foot mystery. Even hoaxes wasted time. The case became a circus. Tip lines flooded, mostly useless. Pressure mounted for a single villain and a simple story. Beaches changed. Play turned to caution. Legend turned to local ghost story. The tale warned of the dark side of a beautiful place. Fear moved beyond the feet. It stole the peace. The shore gave up strange parts, and with them a sense of safety. In the face of wild speculation, scientists and coroners offered a calmer, more logical explanation. In water, tissues break down, ligaments fail, joints, like ankles, separate. This is called disarticulation. The constant motion of the sea plus decay can separate feet and hands without any blade. Modern running shoes are buoyant. They protect and preserve, turning a foot into cargo that floats to shore. The shoe is a coffin, The shoe is a raft. Examinations found no tool marks. Separation matched natural disarticulation, pointing away from a killer. The truth seemed more mundane and sad. Suicides and accidents, lonely remains returned by the sea. Still, questions lingered. Why so many, and why here? Currents, buoyant shoes, even random clustering may explain the surge. Science provided a how, but not a who or a why. The mystery remained. With a scientific framework, investigators focused on identification. Each foot was a John or Jane Doe. DNA profiles were extracted and compared against national databanks and relatives of the missing. Investigators passed the shoes themselves. Tags offered dates, a window for when the wearer vanished, a shoe size, a brand preference, any detail to link a name to a foot. Some matches brought painful closure, confirming what families feared, ending the torment of not knowing. Several feet were identified, individual tragedies, accidents and suicides, but many yielded no match. No family came forward. These are the heart of the enduring mystery. Without a name there is no story, only a foot in a shoe. Files stay open, DNA is periodically rerun. The search continues, but the sea is slow to give up its dead. Despite explanations, sinister theories persisted. Serial killer, gang victims, terrible accidents. People imagined a slasher at sea, using the vast water to erase his crimes. The cluster felt deliberate, like a human hand, not nature. Others saw organized crime, bodies dumped, feet freed by decay. But there was no evidence to prove it. A mass accident, plane or overloaded boat could explain a cluster. Records, however, remained inconclusive. Coroners leaned towards separate tragedies, accidents and suicides revealed by currents and buoyant shoes. A convergence of unrelated sorrows, made visible by a strange mechanism. The shore gave up strange parts, not one big mystery, but many small private sorrows. Over more than a decade, discoveries continued, though less frequently. As of today, more than 20 feet have been found along the coasts of British Columbia and Washington state. Some were identified: a man missing from a hospital, a woman who jumped from a bridge, a fisherman lost at sea. Devastating final chapters, painful yet answers. Modern forensics have grown stronger, more matches from worse samples, more relatives in databases. Coroners, officers and technicians gave back humanity, one name at a time. Yet many questions remain. Who are the unnamed? Were they local or carried from distant coasts? Unreported accidents or lives that vanished unnoticed? The case taught us about the ocean, marine forensics and decomposition. Knowledge that doesn't lessen the tragedy. The shore gave up strange parts and forced us to look closer at death and the power of the sea. Today, the story of the floating feet is not over. The case remains open. Many discoveries have been explained, but the whole is not solved. There is no single answer, no neat conclusion. The initial fear of a serial killer has faded, replaced by a sober understanding of nature and misfortune. The horror is not a monster, it is the randomness. A life ending unseen, alone, in vast cold water. A body broken apart by indifferent forces. A running shoe, mundane and bright, becomes a vessel for the dead. Walk a misty shoreline and you may see it. A dark shape, a faded logo, your heart quickens. Sometimes it's just a bottle, sometimes driftwood, and sometimes something else. You will understand the feeling that haunts this coast. The sea has not finished telling its story. This tale has no final page. Work continues. Unidentified feet wait in a lab. DNA is checked and rechecked. One day, a new tip or new science may grant another name. For now, the feet are a warning and a riddle.